Okay. I'm here with a brother, Solomon, and he said these days he has been, because I've been telling him about the new presentation. He's my brother. We were in the corporation together. He was kind of third initiate in the corporation. So I've been telling him about the new presentation, and today he just decided to give it a try, but he has been doing the NUUU some time ago, but he stopped. Then today just decided to give it a try. But before giving this try, he has been getting dreams of seeing himself as in the water whenever he wants. Maybe he will see people in the water whenever he comes in. The people will just there will be nobody there in the water anymore. So he wants to know why is he always seeing himself water, and then whenever he comes to enter the water, nobody will be there. Any idea? Can the new man throw more light in it?
Okay, in his real side experience, what is the water? Is that the ocean or a river or what? What's the idea?
He said sometimes it's river and sometimes ocean.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and there's no one else there.
Yes, whenever he wants to come into the water, there's nobody else there. But when he's standing from afar to look and seeing the water from afar, there are a lot of people there. But whenever he comes in, there's nobody there.
Yeah. Well, the idea is that basically you do this by yourself. You are the decider. You decide to, enter the water or not. There was a real side experience I had with Rebazar many years ago. And there was this lady that used to do past life regression with Gopal Das for many years. And she was by the campfire. Well, as I came into the new presentation, this was after '07, the new wave is. This lady, I had talked to her on the phone. She was in the United States, but she wasn't doing anything anymore. She was very comfortable in her personal life. So on the real side, we were at the campfire, and it was talking about, she all of a sudden said, "Oh, I like to roast marshmallows at the campfire." And then Rebazar said, "Have you ever heard of s'mores?" Which is SMORES, which is cookies around marshmallows, chocolate cookies around marshmallows. You can look them up. They've been around a long time. S'mores. And she said no. And then Rebazar took her over to and it was rather dark out, took her over to the river-like ocean, and it was very dark. And he said to her, "Would you like to go in?" And she said, "No, the water kind of scares me. I can't swim." And then he said to her, "Would you like to stick your toe in?" And she said, "No, I don't want to." And so then he took her away somewhere else. So the idea of this experience was that when Rebazar said s'mores, because of her comment about, "Oh, I like to roast marshmallows." Well, see, her comment about marshmallows was personal. That's her personal, comfortable life. Oh, I like to roast marshmallows, like many people do. It's a social thing. Oh, we all like to roast marshmallows on the campfire. Well, when he said, have you ever, made s'mores or heard of s'mores? And she said, no. Well, what he was saying was, would you like to be creative from what you've known? Take the marshmallow idea, expand upon it, add to it. That was the idea. Then he took her over to the water, and he wanted to see if she would take the risk to go into the unknown. And she said no. And he said, just even a little bit, just to test it out? She said no. And this was a person that had been with Gopal Das for a long time doing past life regressions for ECAS, etc. But now she was older, she was more comfortable. So he took her to a place, I don't know where, I didn't watch or whatever. And he took her away, and then later on she told her girlfriend that I knew here in the physical, she said, why did Revazar take me away from the fire? And so again, she didn't see it. She didn't see what's going on and what is new now. It is the risk-taker position. Yes, you can see others in the distance, but will you take the river? Will you take the risk to, go across the river to the other side, whatever? See, you do this alone. It is your decision. And so it is a big step for ECAS because they've been very comfortable with all the cozy ideas that Joni and Harold have set up. And it's understandable. And it is a lot. It takes a lot. You have to be a risk taker. So that's one point of view on the alone in the water. And so again, will he take the risk to enter the unknown?
Yes, I got it. I understand. Like he needs to decide on to take the risks on the real side, the real path, or to stay comfortable with what he has already known. Yeah, I get it. Thank you. I understand.
Wonderful. It's all for you, young man. Yes, and it's the next step. The new nowness is, that's why it's just a presentation. It's not a this or that. It's just a presentation. There's no category. It's for everybody. Hey, like the birds flying, like the sun shining. It's real. It's more real than you can imagine. And so the opportunity is now, but you have to learn to be creative, to get through yourself, to see this. It's going to take a lot more than just agreeing to something that's been built and established in a bunch of words on paper, etc. No. Yes, you need the words, you need the knowledge as a reference, but it's not a reality. It's not something sacred. It's not something that you worship or whatever, etc. This is all silly stuff now. We don't need it, but we do need the references as you keep going here. There's a lot of experience you have to go through, and in the meantime, share the NUUU, and this is how you become more aware. And the idea here is, let's have the idea, not going to say that it's going to be so, but let's save the earth, let's do what we can, let's put our attention there, because there's a lot of wonderful beings that want to wake up, but they need help doing it. They need a real reference. They need something that makes sense for right now. Yes, and thank you for asking. That's all for you.